Welcome to Hazel's Heroes for May 1992. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program that's jointly sponsored by the Hazel Park Schools and the Hazel Park Lions Club to recognize outstanding elementary students. We have what seems a never-ending supply of outstanding elementary students, and today is no different. We're going to start with Edison and Clark School, and I'm going to start over here with this person from Mr. Wade's class, I think, right? Mr. Wade is fifth grade teacher at
Edison.
At Edison School. And how do you like Edison School?
It's all right.
It's all right, just all right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know I asked you this before because Mr. Wade always sends a message. And I want you to speak very loudly into this microphone and tell... now, Mr. Wade's a pretty perceptive person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's been around a long time and knows lots of things, right?
Right.
And what is the message he sent for you today? For me today?
He told me to tell you that you're a wonderful guy.
That I was a wonderful guy?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
You believe that already and I just met you?
Yeah.
Hey, I like you already. What's your name?
Kelly McLeod.
And you're in fifth grade?
Yeah.
And you're new to our school district, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you come from?
Farmington.
Farmington? And when'd you come to Hazel Park?
Last summer.
Last summer? Ah, you like Hazel Park?
It's all right.
It's all right. And you're in fifth grade. And what kind of things are you doing in fifth grade? What do fifth graders do?
Same stuff as the other kids do.
Same stuff
Math.
as like kindergarten kid?
No.
No, right? What kind of things? You have math?
Fractions and math, spelling, English.
Do you have
Science.
homework?
Yes.
How many nights a week do you have homework?
Every day except Friday.
Every day except for Friday. How long does it take you to do your homework?
About a half hour.
And when do you do it? Do you do it when you get home or
As soon as I get home.
as soon as you walk in the door you get it done?
Mm-hmm.
That works out good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of homework do you usually have?
Math.
Math. And you do fractions?
Yeah.
What are you doing to fractions? Adding them and subtracting them?
Yeah.
And-
Mixed fractions.
Yuck. You have to change those bottom numbers to make them the same.
Mm-hmm.
So you know all your multiplication tables and things like that. You have a favorite thing to do in school?
Math.
Okay. So that's why you remembered math, right? Why are you a Hazel hero?
Well, because I just moved here and I fit in and I've helped out around my classroom, taking a lunch attendance when my teacher's not there.
Okay. What does fit in mean? Have you moved to a different school before?
Yeah.
Okay. And fitting in is a real art, isn't it? Because lots of kids go through school and they know everybody, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a special person just to be able to move and fit in. So you must be that special person, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's easy if you're outgoing and friendly, and you seem to be, are you?
Yeah.
And do you have friends here?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many other schools have you gone to? Have you gone to several other schools?
Yeah.
Okay, so you move around a little bit, and so adjusting to a new school is easier for you than it is for others, maybe, right? Because it is hard, and fitting in and knowing what the school system wants you to do, what Mr. Wade wants you to do, and what the kids are like, that's a tough adjustment sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And glad to have you here and helping out Mr. Wade. And Mr. Wade said what? What was
You're
the
a
message?
wonderful guy.
I was a wonderful guy. Isn't that just great that Mr. Wade thinks I'm a wonderful guy? Did you know that? Did you know that I was a wonderful guy?
Yeah.
You did? How did you know?
Sorry.
You just heard it, right?
Yeah.
And you believe it?
Yeah.
Mr. Wade, have you had Mr. Wade?
Yeah.
You're a sixth grader, right?
Yeah.
And you had Mr. Wade last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that he's pretty perceptive and knows lots of things.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Gary Mrowiec.
And how old are you, Carrie?
12.
12. And that makes you a sixth grader.
Yeah.
Who teaches sixth grade at Edison School?
Miss Emily.
Okay. And how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
12 years.
Oh, ever since, right? Ever
Right.
since?
About 10 years.
Okay. You've gone to school always in Hazel Park, never anyplace else. Okay. And so you've never had the experience of
Moving.
having to adjust to a new school, right?
I'm moving soon.
You're going to move? Where are you moving to?
Marine City.
Boyne City?
Marine City.
Marine City. What's over in Marine City?
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff? They have water close there, don't they?
Down the street.
Right down the street? When are you moving?
I don't know. Whenever the house sells.
Oh, you're selling your house here in Hazel Park? Have you already bought a house there in Marine City? But why would you be moving to Marine City?
Because we're bored of being here.
Bored being here?
I've lived here all my life.
Have you? And your parents, have they lived here all their life also?
My dad.
Your dad?
Not in Hazel Park, but in Michigan.
Okay, right around this area, huh? Okay. So you want to move to Marine City. Do you know people in Marine City?
Not many people, but my dad has some friends in there.
Okay, and they like it there?
Yeah.
They like the water?
Yeah.
You like water?
Yeah.
You swim? And do you have a boat?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting one.
You're getting one? Yeah. If you live in Marine City, people usually have boats, right? Okay. Tell me why you're a Hazel hero.
Because I was doing good in school, and I got my grades up, and I kept on working.
Okay, how'd you get your grades up?
Because I got them up from doing better stuff.
Okay. All right, what it takes is some effort sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And you have to determine. A lot of us have lots of ability if we just give it that little extra effort, right?
Yeah.
And you have homework.
Yeah.
And 4 nights a week also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your homework?
Usually math.
Usually math. And you know, one of the things that really helps out is that, number one, you get the homework done.
Yeah.
And number two, if you turn the homework in.
Yeah.
There seems to be lots of kids who will do the work, or at least part of it, and then for some reason it gets lost between home and school. Did it ever happen to you?
Yeah.
It happens to a number of students. I know it happens to my little boy who's 12 and in the 6th grade. He seems to, there seems to be a mammoth hole somewhere that swallows all of his papers on the way back and forth to school. But if it takes that extra effort, and I remember that Mrs. McLeod said that you've been given that extra effort, right?
Yeah.
Get your grades up, and because there were important things that are associated with that, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing to do in school?
Yeah.
What do you like doing best?
Reading.
Reading? And when do you get a chance to read in school?
When she tells us to read, and when I'm done with my work.
Okay. And there's lots of things that happen in terms of reading. All your social studies, there's lots of reading and things like that, right? Do you like social studies?
Yeah.
Yeah, my little boy does too. Good luck to you, especially if you're going to move and get a boat and be careful of water, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Glenn, how are you?
Fine.
And Glenn is from Clark School?
Yes.
And how long are you going to Clark School?
Well, we moved in 4th grade from Hazel Park to Royal Oak, then we moved back this year.
Okay, so you, how long were you in Royal Oak? A couple of years?
About 2.
Okay, and you're in 6th grade, so you spent 5th grade in Royal Oak, and then you came back, and you're doing 6th grade here, right?
Yes.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Kenyon.
Miss Kenyon. And tell me what the day of a 6th grader at Clark School looks like. When you walk in the door, what happens to you?
We just sit down and start working.
What do you start working on when you sit down?
Spelling, usually.
Spelling, usually? And then after you finish spelling?
Either English or math.
And then after you do English or math?
Lunch.
Lunch, all right. And then after lunch, what do you do? Can't remember?
We do reading,
Okay.
then science sometimes.
And then it's time to go home? Now, do you have special classes, too?
Yes.
What are the special classes?
Gym, music, art.
Gym, music, and art, right? Okay. And do you have computer?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Do you have a computer lab in your school?
Yes.
All right. Did you get a chance to do keyboarding?
Yes.
And they teach you how to type, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you type now?
Yes.
A little bit?
Yes.
Did they give you a test to see how fast you can type?
No.
Do you know where the home row keys are?
Yes.
And you're only in 6th grade, right?
Yep.
You guys know how to do that? Okay, so you guys have had keyboarding also? All right. And so all of the elementary students have keyboarding, and it teaches you how to type because so much is done on typewriters nowadays, right?
Yep.
All right, what's your last name, Jerry?
Glenn.
Glenn. I'm sorry, Glenn.
Renaud.
Yeah, right. Glenn. And I said it right when I came over here, right? Why are you Hazel Hero?
Good citizenship, getting my work done.
I think that Mrs. Kenyon said something about you being a good example for other students, right? A good role model.
Yes.
Are you a safety squad person?
No.
You're not?
No. Service squad.
Service squad, okay. What's your duty on service squad?
I help Mr. Cox set up the tables at lunch.
Oh, you're the lunchroom helper with Mr. Cox. Mr. Cox is the custodian at Clark School, and he uses a number of students, doesn't he? How do you ever get to be a helper with Mr. Cox? You just volunteer?
Yeah.
And you, your job is to put the tables down with Mr. Cox? So that means that you get out of class a little early?
Yes.
And do you have to make up that work?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you take some responsibility in making up the work that you do for doing extra things. Appreciate that. All right. Good luck to you. Appreciate all your help in the lunchroom. And this young lady is the safety patrol person, are you?
No, service squad.
Service squad. Somebody told me that one of you guys from Clark was a safety patrol, but you're a service squad?
Yes.
And what's your duty?
I help for Miss Thompson, kindergarten teacher in her class.
The kindergarten class? What do you do for those little people?
I go and take down the chairs and pass out papers sometimes, and then we play a game with them.
During the winter, do you help them with their boots and their coats and all those kind of things? Do you help when they get to school or when they get ready to leave?
Oh, I help them all the time.
All the time?
Well, before school, after school, and 2 times during lunch.
Oh, you go there. So what do you do at lunchtime?
Let's say the morning class, get ready to leave, and then after lunch, get ready for the afternoon class to come in.
Well, so you already have a busy job.
Yeah.
I mean, what time do you get to school?
8:20.
8:20, and.
Well, I leave home at that. I get there around 8:30.
Okay. And school starts at 8:45, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you get there a little bit early to help the little people when they come in. It's easier now that they don't have boots, right?
Yeah.
And coats and zippers and all those kind of things. Were you able to see the kindergarten kids learn how to do zippers and things like that? Because when they first get there, they have lots of difficulty, don't they?
Yeah.
And now, are most of them pretty good about it?
Yes.
And they can get their own boots on and things like that. It's interesting to watch them learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the ones that were having real difficulty, they learn how to do it, right? What's your name?
Rachel Lense.
And you're really busy, right?
Yes.
You do lots of things. What are some of the other things you do at Clark School?
I was at basketball, cheerleading, choir, band, all that. That's it.
I read something about a dance.
I made up the 6th grade dance.
Tell me about that.
It was just halftime for cheerleading dance.
And you made up a dance, and a bunch of you learned how to do it?
Yeah, because Miss Hitchcock didn't have the time.
Okay. And you made it up yourself? You're the choreographer?
No, me and Nancy Lundy helped me.
Okay, so you had a friend that helped you, right?
Yes.
And and you played basketball?
Yes.
And how good was your basketball team?
We were pretty good.
You were pretty good?
Yeah.
And you'll be going on to Webb Junior High?
Yes.
Have you ever been over there?
Yes.
So you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you excited about going to junior high?
Yeah.
I'll bet you are. What about the rest of you 6th graders? You guys excited about going on to junior high?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun, right? All right. Listen, good luck to you. I'm sure that the coaches and the cheerleaders over at Webb are looking forward to you. Okay? Thanks. There we have it. Edison and Clark. Right? Our second group of heroes come from Roosevelt and Hoover, and I think I'm going to start over here with guy from Hoover, right? How you doing?
Fine.
And what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff? And your last name?
White.
Jeff White. And how old is Jeff White?
9.
9. What's it like being 9? Been so long since I've been 9. What do 9-year-olds do? When you get home from school, what do you do?
Homework.
Okay, you have homework. I'm glad to hear that. When do you do your homework?
First I have a snack and then I do my homework. Or after I get home.
Right after you get home? Before you go outside or anything like that? And is that your choice or your mom's choice?
Both.
That's a very good diplomatic answer because your mom is probably listening, right? So you make a choice to do your homework as soon as you get home. Then what do you do after you get your homework done?
Sometimes I can clean up my rooms because sometimes it's a mess and sometimes I go outside.
Which would you rather do?
Go outside.
Go outside, right. So you clean up your room. Do you have that responsibility to clean your room? And what does that mean? You make the bed and...
No, I don't make that bed.
You don't? What do you do to clean up?
The floor.
You clean up the floor. Yeah, right. That's probably a good idea, right? And does your bed get made automatically? I mean, magically?
My mom makes it.
Your mom makes it. That's pretty good, right? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
2 brothers.
And are they older or younger?
Older.
Older? How old are they?
One's 13 and one's 15.
Okay, so now do they have the same responsibilities as you?
Yeah, they have to clean their room.
They have to clean their room? Do they have to make their bed, or does your mom do that for them too?
Oh, my brother Journey, he's 15.
Yeah.
He never makes his bed.
He doesn't? Oh.
Neither does my mom. Make his bed.
That's right. So you're going to have the responsibility of making your bed one of these days, right? Oh, right. So when you go outside, what do you do outside?
Play with some friends.
You have some friends? And you guys play around outside? All right. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm getting straight A's in almost every assignment, and I'm always helpful.
How are you helpful?
Like filing papers, helping her do stuff.
You helping your teacher? So you're reliable and dependable and conscientious, and you know what all those words mean. Reliable, dependable, and conscientious. I think I read all those words about you, that you do all the things you're supposed to do, you do them on time, and you don't have a deep hole that sucks up all your homework, right? You get it back to school, and your teacher can depend on you, right? Those are important qualities because those are things that we look for in the workforce, right? When you get a job one of these days?
Yep.
Yeah. And did you tell me who your teacher was?
Miss Morrison.
Miss Morrison, right. I thought it was Mr. Morrison, right? And you corrected me. You said, well, Mr. Morrison is over at Webster School, right?
Right.
Hi, Nicole. What's your last name?
Brown.
Nicole Brown. And how old is Nicole Brown?
10.
10. How you like being 10?
It's okay. I get to mess around my sister. She's 2.
Your sister's 2? Would you rather be 10 or 2?
10.
10. Would you rather be 10 or 20?
20.
Why would you like to be so old?
So I can drive?
You want to drive a car? Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
You ever touched the steering wheel while it's going or anything like that?
Yes.
Do you think you can drive?
No.
You can't drive yet. Is that the only reason you want to be 20?
Yes.
Do you have older brothers and sisters?
No. I only have one sister and she's younger.
And you are the oldest one in your family, right?
Yes.
And that lets you take care of your sister sometime?
Yes.
How you like taking care of little people?
It's fun. I get to tell them what to do.
You get to tell her does she do it?
No.
What do you do when they don't do what you tell them?
Nothing. I just make her sit down.
Does she?
No. She only listens to my mom.
She listens to your mom? Well, you know, I bet you listen to your mom too, right?
I listen to my mom too.
If you had older brothers and sister and they told you to do something, do you think you would do it?
Yes.
Would you? Why?
I I listen to people very good.
Do you? And is that why you were a Hazel hero?
Yes.
One of the reasons?
Yes.
Is that your teacher can depend on you?
Yes.
Well, why else are you a Hazel hero?
Because I get things done when I'm supposed to, and I get straight A's.
Straight A's?
Yes.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Katz.
Is she easy greeter? Is that why you're getting straight A's?
No.
She's not?
No, because I do my homework and I do my work.
You get them all done?
Yes.
What makes a person like that? Because, you know, we hear sometimes of students that don't get their homework done and things like that.
Well, you can study real hard and pay attention to your teacher and get things done faster.
Doesn't take much time if you just set your mind to it, right?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite thing to do in school? A favorite class? Favorite subject?
Yes, my favorite subject is math.
Math? And what grade is Mrs. Katz? Fourth?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of things are you doing in math?
Division. We're working on division and multiplication.
Okay. You know all your multiplication tables?
Not really.
You don't? I always give a test to fourth graders. Do you know that?
No. Sometimes we get tests at the end of the subject.
Do you? And learning those multiplication tables is one of the things that you have to do, right? Gotta know those, because someone else was telling us about fractions right earlier. And boy, when you do fractions, you have to know multiplication too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things that you build on one another, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Nothing else?
No.
All right. I wish you were 20.
Me too.
Except that I drive up and down these streets, and I don't know whether I want you driving right now. Okay? Good luck to you. Scott, right? Chris. I got the wrong guy. His last name is Scott. Chris Scott. And Chris has something. He was recommended by 2 teachers, right? To be a Hazel hero. And that is something that I don't think I've ever had anybody do before. You know that? So who recommended you to be a Hazel hero?
Mr. DeSantis and my music teacher, Mr. Dietrich.
Okay. And Chris is Chris Scott, right? Is a 6th grader, are you? At Roosevelt School.
Yep.
And how long have you gone to Roosevelt?
7 years.
7 years? So you've never gone any other place. And how you like Roosevelt School?
So it's okay.
Okay, just okay. You be going on to Webb Junior High?
Yep.
Are you excited about that? Have you been over there yet?
Yeah.
Did you do a little visit with your whole class?
No, just some people, some of my friends and that.
Some of your friends went over? Had you ever been over there before?
Just for swimming.
What do you think of Webb Junior High?
I like it.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Do you know how to work a combination lock? You do already?
Yeah.
All right, that's one of the big hurdles that people have to do. You think you'll be able to find your way around all right?
At the end of the year.
That's probably true. It takes a while because it's a big school, right?
Yeah.
You guys are going to have something happen over at Roosevelt School that's never happened there before, right? Your principal is retiring, right? Mr. Park is retiring?
Yeah.
You guys going to have a party for him or something?
I don't know.
You don't know? Tell me about Mr. DeSantis' class. He runs a fairly interesting class most of the time, doesn't he? What kind of things do you do in there?
Do math and language and spelling and science and social studies and reading.
Okay. You have a favorite thing to do?
Math.
Math? Why does everybody like math so much? It's easy? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Math never changes, doesn't it? 2 times 2 is always 4, right? And 3 times 3 is always 7, right?
No.
It's not? Oh. Okay. I want to know if you guys are listening. You were listening, right? You know all your multiplication tables, right? How'd you learn them?
Studied them.
Just study them, huh? What's the circle on your hand? I see you.
It's a hand stamp for lunch.
And so you're buying your lunch.
Yeah.
It's a hot lunch, right? And what were your choices? You have 2 choices each day, right? What were your choices today, you remember?
Chicken nuggets and I don't remember the other one.
Hamburger? All right. What, you must have chose chicken nuggets, right? Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero, Chris?
Because I'm polite and considerate, and I always finish my homework, and I help carry things after school.
You stay after school to help Mr. DeSantis?
No, Mr. Dietrich.
Mr. Dietrich. That's right. I remember Mr. Dietrich said that. Because he goes from different school to different school, right? And he has to kind of bring all this stuff in. You like music really well?
Yeah.
That's where you got to know Mr. Dietrich, right? How often do you have music?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday? For how long? Half hour?
Yeah.
Okay. And does Roosevelt's a fairly small school, do they have computer lab?
It's in the library.
It's in the library. Do you know how to type and things like that? So you guys had keyboarding also?
Yeah.
Hey, good luck to you at Webb Junior High School. I'm sure it's going to be a fun kind of time, right? All right. And our last hero is a 5th grader. Fourth grader? Mm-hmm. Oh, when I saw Mr. Hall's name, he teaches a split, right? 4 or 5? Just straight 4?
No, 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. Why did I think he was 5th grade? Who teaches 5th grade over at Roosevelt School? Mrs. Smith?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Smith.
I guess I just forgot, right? What's your name?
Craig Peters.
And how are you, Craig?
Good.
How old are you?
10.
10. And how you like being 10?
That's pretty fun.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
One.
One.
One brother.
Older or younger?
Older.
Older. How old is he?
16.
16? How would you like to be 16?
I think it would be fun.
You think it'd be fun? If you could be 10 or 16, what would you rather be?
Probably 16.
Probably 16. And don't tell me you're going to drive, too, right? Does he drive?
Not yet.
You going to take driver ed this summer?
I think so.
Ah. And that would... What do you think about driving? You think it would be fun?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see young people drive much?
No.
Why does everybody want to drive?
I don't know. So you can get around.
So you can get around. Well, you have a bike, right?
Uh-huh.
Not as good as a car, though, right?
No.
No, I can understand that. What other things do 16-year-olds do that 10-year-olds think that would be really neat?
Well, you get to stay up a little later.
Ah, yes, that always comes up. Get to stay up late. What time do you go to bed now?
9:30.
9:30? Well, that's pretty late. And what time does your brother go to bed, you know?
No.
You're a sound asleep, right? How would you know, right? What about on weekends? Do you get to stay up a little later on weekends?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes? Do you have homework?
Yeah.
4 nights a week?
Mm-hmm.
And when do you do your homework?
Usually around when I get home.
Is that your choice or your mom's choice?
Well, it's usually mine.
Usually yours. If you could choose to do your homework, when would you do it? What time? Would you do it at that time?
Probably about 3:30.
Okay. There's a question that a lot of parents ask me, is when should I have my kids do their homework? And that's why I always ask, because I always want to know what the heroes do with their homework. And everyone seems to do it almost as soon as you get home. I didn't ask you, Chris. When do you do your homework?
When you're home.
As soon as you get home. And that seems to be what everybody does, because then it gets it out of the way and behind you, right? Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I was the 4th grade spelling bee champion in my class, and because I work hard at my lessons.
How'd you, you're a spelling bee champ?
Yeah.
In your class, right?
Yeah, in my class.
And tell me about spelling. I've always been fascinated with spelling. How do you learn how to spell all those words?
Just study hard.
Do you study hard?
Mm-hmm.
But do you take spelling home and study?
Yeah. So
You do?
sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, when we have a list to study.
And how long does it take you to know that list?
Probably about 2 days.
2 days. So you have a knack for spelling?
Mm-hmm.
Can you sound words out and spell them even if you don't study them? Okay, so you know how to spell, right? Seems to be said somebody... Do you guys know how to spell really well? Well, you do? Boy, spelling was always one of those things I had a hard time with. I used to take them home and memorize the words and then forget them. You know, how long can you remember them, right? So what are you having for lunch?
I'm having the same as him, chicken nuggets.
Nuggets. Didn't like the hamburger?
Well, I have it a lot, so
You have it a lot, okay. All right. You keep up the good work, okay? Glad to have you guys. Good luck to you guys that want to be old, all right? And our next group of heroes come from United Oaks and Webster. And since she already knows she's going to be first, I'm going to start over here, right?
Right.
What's your name?
Winnie Guevara.
And what grade are you in, Winnie?
5th.
5th. And how old does that make you?
10.
10. Would you one of those people like to be 20, too? So you could drive a car?
No.
No, don't like being 20?
No.
Like being 10?
Yeah.
You have any
Okay.
brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
How many?
1 sister.
One sister. Is she older or younger?
Older.
Older. How old is she?
13.
Oh. Where does she go to school?
Beecher Junior High.
Do you like Beecher?
Yeah.
Kind of fun over there, isn't it?
Mhm.
You get to go from teacher to teacher, and you have like 7 teachers. You know that?
Yeah.
7 teachers? That'd be kind of different for you guys, right?
Yeah.
And who's your teacher in school?
Miss Isaacson.
And at United Oaks, right?
Mhm.
And how do you like school at United Oaks?
It's okay.
Do you have homework?
Yeah.
And when do you do your homework?
After I watch TV.
After you watch TV. Hey, you do it different than everybody.
Yeah.
So you get home, about what time do you get home?
4.
About 4 o'clock?
Mhm.
And what do you watch on TV at 4 o'clock? I don't even know what comes on TV at 4 o'clock.
Cartoons.
Cartoons. I do know that they have cartoons on TV. Do you watch cartoons on TV? Sometimes? Yeah. So you watch cartoons for how long? They're on forever, right?
Yeah.
So you watch them for a little bit,
Mhm.
and then you do your homework and then eat dinner, or do you eat dinner first?
I do my homework first.
You do your homework and then have dinner.
Uh-huh.
And what do you do after dinner?
Sometimes I practice.
You're into music, right?
Uh-huh.
And how many instruments do you play?
3.
3. What do you play?
The organ, keyboard, and piano.
Okay. And they kind of all play the same. When you learn the notes on one, do you know the notes on the other?
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all the same. You just have different expressions that you use with like the organ and the piano. You have to bang on it a little bit to make it play, right?
Yeah.
And the organ and the keyboard, you don't need to hit it, do you? You just have to.
Yeah, you just have to hit it.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have all these instruments in your house?
Yeah.
You do?
Mhm.
Does anybody else in your family play?
My sister.
Your sister plays. And how did you get interested in playing these instruments?
My sister.
Your sister, okay. Now, do you take private lessons?
Yes.
And where do you take lessons?
Hamel music.
Okay. And you take lessons, what is it, each week?
Yeah. Wednesday and Saturday.
Oh, you take 2 lessons a week?
Yeah. Keyboard and organ is on Wednesday, and Saturday is my piano lessons.
Okay. You've been playing the piano the longest?
No.
Which? The
Keyboard.
The keyboard.
Mhm.
Keyboard is a neat instrument because you can do lots of things with it, right?
Mhm.
Can you make all those beat sounds and things like that?
Yeah.
You know how to do that, huh?
Mhm.
All right. And you won, if I understand it correctly, you won an award, right?
Yeah.
What did you win?
2 first place and 1 third.
What did you win first place in?
Pop, solo, and length of study.
And the other award? Can't remember what,
No.
but you have some trophies,
Yeah.
and you won those trophies from where?
The nationals and the regionals.
Okay, and that's the American Guild of Music, is it?
Yeah.
And so you must be a talented girl.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
Do you have a desire to do that professionally when you get old?
Yeah.
Do you?
Mhm.
Play music? All right. Good luck to you.
Okay.
How much time do you practice?
30 minutes for each.
30 minutes each? Hour and a half a day?
Mhm.
Woo! What, do you get up early to do that? You do it after dinner?
After dinner.
Oh, wow. You have to fight with your sister to see who's going to practice first?
Yeah.
Does she practice also?
Yeah.
As much as you?
No, more.
More than you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you guys are real serious about this.
Not me.
Not you. Not as serious as she is, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Keep up the good work. Congratulations. And your name is?
Mandy,
And Mandy, how old are you?
7.
7. How you like being 7?
Good.
It's okay, isn't it? You had something happen to you this weekend, right? You got your ears pierced last week? And you have brand new earrings on?
Yeah.
Did it hurt when they pierced your ears?
No.
How did they do that? Did you watch them on other people?
I watched them do it on my mom.
On your mom? Oh, your mom had it done too? Oh, wow. And how do they do it? Tell me how they do it. I've never watched. I've never been brave enough to watch. Do they take some kind of thing up there? Do they do it with the earring?
Yeah. With, something. They put the earrings on something.
They put something behind your ear and then you just push it kind of through? And did your mom say, ouch?
No.
Did she look funny at all?
No.
She didn't. And she said, now I got mine done, Mandy. Now it's time to have yours done.
No.
Did you want yours done?
Yes.
Yes, right. And you know, I pay attention to earrings. Did you know that? I see lots of people go through here with earrings. I didn't see if you had any of your hair was covering your ears. But I pay attention to earrings. And I pay attention to bracelets. Where'd you get the bracelet?
My cousin made it.
Made it for you? That's a friendship bracelet?
Mm-hmm.
And does that mean that your cousin is a friend of yours?
Yes.
What's your cousin's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. And how old do you think Sarah is?
I'm not sure.
She 75?
No.
No? Oh, is she younger than that? She'd be like 8, 9?
9, I think.
Oh, okay. And she made it for you. Why would she make you a nice bracelet like that?
She gets lots of different colors.
And she just made it for you?
She knows how to make them.
Oh. And you were over there and you watched her make it? Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero, Mandy?
Because I help people and I help my teacher.
What do you do for your teacher to help her?
I pass out papers sometimes and I get my work done. And I don't talk.
Don't talk. Does your teacher put a mark on the board if you talk a lot?
I don't talk.
I mean, if other kids in the class talk.
No. Sometimes.
Sometimes. If you get too many marks on the board, you get kind of in trouble, right? And you never know that, right?
No.
Do you get your homework done?
Yes.
And where do you put your homework when you take it back from home?
In my backpack until the next day.
You know, so you put it right there, right? So you won't forget it? And then when you get to school, what do you do with it?
I wait until my teacher calls my name and I take it up there.
Okay, and then she checks it off that you brought it in? Okay. Why? And you're a Hazel hero because you're helpful and considerate, don't talk much,
No.
and get your work done? All right. You keep up the good work, okay? And I like your earrings.
Thank you.
All right. And from Webster School, our last hero is...
Mark
And what's your last name, Mark?
Jenkins,
And how old are you?
11.
11. You have earrings on? I didn't see. You don't have earrings, right? And what grade does that make you?
6th.
6th. How you like 6th grade?
It's okay.
You're going to be going to Webb Junior High, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excited about that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? What do you think you're going to do at Webb?
I don't know.
You have 7 teachers. You're going to be involved in athletics or anything like that?
Yeah.
What are you going to play?
Basketball, track, cross country.
Okay, so you're going to run, and in basketball you're going to run and shoot, right? And in track you do some more running, right? Do you like running?
Yeah.
How do you know about cross country? I don't usually hear people say something about cross country.
My dad was in it.
Your dad was a cross-country runner?
Yeah.
Ah, and where'd your dad go to school, you know?
No.
But he, does he run now?
He did. He's stopped now.
He stopped. That's why I don't run. I'm afraid I'm going to stop, and then if I stop, then I'll just get fatter and fatter and fatter. You know, that's what happens, I think. But I see lots of people run.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have homework?
Yeah.
Of course, everybody has homework in Hazel Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when do you do your homework?
When I get home.
As soon as you walk in the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you think at Webb Junior High? You think you'll have homework at Webb Junior High?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will. And if you're in athletics or involved in other school activities, it makes it harder because you have to stay after school to practice, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have to do homework later and later and later. And when we look at some of the high school students that come through here, the junior high and the high school students, a lot of them are involved in lots of stuff, takes lots of time. And they still continue to get their homework done, right? Why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I do my work and I don't get in trouble.
How do you not get in trouble? I mean, you're 11 years old, and
I don't know.
who's your teacher?
Miss Sutton.
And you're a helper to Mrs. Skachillis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mrs. Skachillis is what does she do at Webster School?
She teaches library skills.
Okay. And what kind of things do you learn about the library from Mrs. Skachillis?
She teaches us what kind of books to use and reports and stuff like that.
Okay. And how do you help Mrs. Skachillis?
I'd be good when we're in there.
Probably the biggest help, right? And if I remember correctly, she said you're reliable and dependable, right? And you do the things you're supposed to do and a good role model for other students.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You keep up the good work. Maybe you can be a student of the month at Webb Junior High, huh? All right. Good job. Good job. Smile. United Oaks and Webster. And our last group of heroes for the 1991-92 school year are from Longfellow and from Ford. And we have a 6th grader that we're going to start with from Longfellow, right?
Yep.
And what's your name?
Randy Baughman.
And Randy, 6th grade at Longfellow School. Who's your teacher?
Miss Good.
And how long have you gone to Longfellow?
11 years and...
Forever and ever, right?
Yeah.
Never gone anyplace else except for Longfellow?
Right.
And are you ready for junior high?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been over to Webb?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going there. I'm moving.
Oh, you're moving? Where are you going to move to?
Lake Orion.
Lake Orion. That's a pretty nice place, kind of out in the country, right? Are you going to move to a country place?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you been out there?
We have a cabin out there, so...
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to... Are you going to sell your house here?
Maybe. We might rent it out.
Okay, and move to Lake Orion.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of exciting. Is it on the lake?
Yep.
Oh, it is. So, do you guys do lake stuff when you're out there?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a boat?
4 of them.
4 boats?
Yep.
Are you a fisher person?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of fish do you catch out in Lake Orion?
Bass and pike usually.
Do you?
Yeah.
And you know how to do all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been going out to Lake Orion?
For about 6 years.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you like it?
Yeah.
And tell me why you were a Hazel Hero, Randy.
I guess because I do my work and I make people laugh when they're feeling down, like when they're feeling bad and stuff.
You can make them laugh when they're feeling bad.
Yeah.
And that's a special trait, to be able to help people when they're not feeling very up to feeling better, right?
Yeah.
And I think that you also run or work in the school districts or in
School store.
The store, right?
Yeah.
What do you do there?
I sell stuff.
In the morning?
Yeah, only in the morning.
What do you sell in the store?
Everything really, pencils and stuff.
Okay, so like school supplies, if kids want school supplies.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the money?
We give it to Miss Borkel, our secretary, and she take it and she puts it in the school fund.
Okay. So that must mean that they trust you pretty much there.
Mm-hmm.
You work there by yourself?
No, Tim Shoulders helps me.
Okay. And so what time do you get to school to do that?
I leave at 8:15. I get there around 8:20.
So you leave every day earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And what time do you close the store?
Or 8:45.
So you're just a little late for your class.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to count the money or anything?
Yeah.
So you have to count it all up and give it to Mrs. Porkle so that she can deposit it?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in charge of counting the money?
We take turns.
Okay. Do you have a cash drawer? You have to learn how to make change and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, appreciate your help at Longfellow and appreciate your good ways with other students, and good luck to you as you move on to Lake Orion, huh?
All right.
All right. Thanks for coming by. And the last two heroes for the whole year are from Ford School, right?
Yes.
Hi, what's your name?
Jennifer Shepardson,
And how old are you, Jennifer?
12,
12. What grade?
6.
Hey, how you like being 12?
Yeah, it's okay.
You would probably like to be 15, 16, right?
About 18.
18? Why would you like to be 18?
Because when you're 18, you can have a lot more privileges.
Like what?
Like, you can drive a car,
Yeah.
you can move out of your mom and dad's house,
Yeah.
you can be on your own. It's just like stuff I
So
want to
you
do.
can pay your own bills,
Yeah.
buy your own food.
Yep.
Go
Get a
to-
job.
Go to work every day.
Yep.
Go to work on Saturdays sometime, go to work on Sundays, work over,
Mhm.
and do all those kind of fun things, right?
Mhm.
Have the bill collector call, pay for your car, right? Buy your own gas, buy your own clothes.
Yeah.
Those are all kind of fun things to do, aren't they?
Yeah, because a lot of times I like to be on my own.
Do you?
Yep.
Well, how do you get to be on your own now when you're 12?
I don't know.
You get to go to the store,
Yeah.
and that's kind of by yourself.
Yeah.
You get to go to the mall
Yeah.
by yourself.
No.
Yeah, I think most of us as parents, we let our 12-year-olds go a little way away from us, but not real far. You know, you go look in the store, but I'll sit outside the store, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's weirdos out there, right?
No.
There aren't?
No.
Ah, sure there are. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Well, because I do service squad, and I help out with just about everything I do, I guess.
Well, tell me what your job is, service squad.
Well, I work for a CARS program,
Okay.
and
This is the zinc.
yes, it's the zinc. And me and my friend Jenny are service club, and we just help the little kids and play records for them, and we sing for them and read books to them.
Yeah, they're 4-year-old kids, right?
5
4.
or 4.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
They better be 4. Miss Ruiz is there right now, right?
Yeah, because Miss Bizink just had a baby.
Right. And most of them are 4-year-old. There are some 5-year-olds. You're right, too. It's a 4 and 5-year-old program, and those little people need help. And as a service squad person, you were able to help them with their boots and things like that during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see them learn? I talked to the other girl about that, remember? Did you see them learn how to do the zippers and the boots and things?
We had to teach them.
You had to teach them. But they learned it, didn't they? It's amazing how quickly they learn it. Those are hard things to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't remember when you couldn't zip, right?
No.
You've always been able to zip, right? And snap. Snaps are easier than zippers, aren't they? Did you notice that?
Not really.
You haven't noticed that little kids do snaps better than zippers? They do. And besides being a service squad, you do the things you're supposed to. Help out, you said.
Yeah.
How do you help out in other ways around Ford School?
Well, like, I always volunteer to do things for other teachers and stuff. And about basically it.
Okay. Glad to have you on the program.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
All right. And the last person of the year. You are the last person of the year. You get a special award for that, right? No, you don't. You just get to be the last person. What's your name?
Marjorie Dewitt.
I didn't hear you.
Marjorie Dewitt.
And how old are you, Marjorie?
8.
8. And how do you like being 8? Most 8-year-olds like being 8. It's kind of fun, right? What does this mean on your hand?
It's a stamp for lunch.
You bought your lunch today? No, you're at Ford School, right? And are you in first or second grade?
Second.
Second. And what are you going to have for lunch?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Don't like hamburgers?
Kinda.
Kinda. You like chicken nuggets better? What comes with chicken nuggets? Do you know? Have you ever had them before? What else do you get?
Sometimes we get a cookie.
Get what?
Sometimes we get a cookie.
A cookie? You get potatoes or anything like that with it? Get milk? So you at least get milk, right? And got to have one other thing probably. Do you get a piece of fruit or something?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What's your very favorite lunch that comes out of school?
Pizza.
Pizza. When's pizza day? Do they have a special day? I mean, a certain day when they have pizza? Any special day when they have pizza? You just can't tell, right? Got to read the schedule. You have a schedule at home? Tells you when you get... That's your favorite lunch, right? How does nuggets rate on your scale? Are they good, fair? Maybe I can tell the cafeteria guy, the guy that does all this. Do you think we should talk to him about the nuggets? Or the hamburgers? Tell me, what are you doing in second grade?
Spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Math and language.
Language? What do you do in
Science.
language?
Like we make stuff.
You make stuff? What kind of stuff are you making?
Like books.
Books? So you write a little book yourself, right?
Sometimes every kid in my class makes one little page and my teacher puts them together.
Oh, wow. Who's your teacher?
Miss Landis.
That's a pretty clever thing to do, isn't it? You like doing that? I can tell. What's a very favorite thing that you do in school?
Math.
Math. And what kind of things are you doing in math?
Like storytelling.
Storytelling? Okay, so you have stories that tell you math problems. Those are hard, aren't they? You like doing them, though, right? Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm a good role model.
Good role model. And that's been one of the things that I've heard a lot today in the things I've read. And how are you a good role model?
Because I get all my work done.
Mm-hmm. Any other way? That's a good way.
And I help people if they need help.
Okay. And the thing I remember about what I read about you is that you're really honest, right? And that's a really good trait. And I wanted to tell you how much most of us appreciate people who are honest. Because when you ask a question, it's really nice to get a just honest answer. Isn't it? You like people to tell you the truth, right? You like your parents to tell you the truth. You like your teacher to tell you the truth. And it's so nice to have students who are honest and tell you the truth back. So you keep up that good work, right? All right. And we'll probably see you again one of these days. There we have it. Longfellow and board, right? All right, now smile. Look like you're having a good time. This portion of our program, we have Superintendent Melvin Rasmussen with us, and substituting for Ann Bashinsky, because this is a special day for us, a sad day, that Pat Warder, community representative of Roosevelt School, is retiring, and that's good for her, bad for us. And we thought maybe she would pass out the shirts for us. There are a number of people that work, and the parents know that there are a number of people that work down in the boardroom to make this program work. Pat, for the last 6, 7, 8 years, however long we've been doing this, 10, we've been doing this program for what?
8 years.
8 years, and Pat has been one of those people behind the scenes and was always a favorite of mine because she always brought me water to keep me from coughing.
That's right.
I don't know who's going to bring me water from now on, but maybe I can find somebody. All right, Mr. Rasmussen, now that I've stopped talking.
Thank you. Just a pleasure to be a part of this event, and let's start with Kelly McLeod. Congratulations, Kelly. There you go. Gary Mrowiec. Got it right, Gary? Been practicing. Congratulations. Rachel Lense. Congratulations, Rachel. Glenn Renaud. Congratulations, Glenn. Christopher Scott. Congratulations, Christopher. Craig Peters. Congratulations, Craig. There you go. Nicole Brown. Congratulations, Nicole. And Jeffrey White. Good job, Jeffrey. Winnie Guevara. Congratulations, Winnie. There you go. Mandy Wrtmer. Congratulations, Mandy. Mark Jenkins. Good job, Mark. Randy Baughman. Congratulations, Randy. Marjorie Dewitt. Good job, Marjorie. And Jennifer Shepardson. Congratulations, Jennifer.
That not only concludes this program, but concludes our program for the entire school year. So we won't be seeing any of you until October, right? See, Pat's helping me with that, too. Appreciate that. So thank you very much for watching, and keep us in mind. Thank you.